Talks between Russian and Ukrainian officials began on Monday. The Ukrainian president's office said the talks aimed for an immediate ceasefire and the withdrawal of Russian forces. The head of the Russian delegation said any agreements reached should benefit both sides.
I
can say that as every hour of conflict brings new casualties among Ukrainian soldiers, we are definitely interested in reaching any agreements as soon as possible.
The talks are being held on Ukraine's border with strong Russian ally Belarus, a launchpad for Russian troops invading Ukraine. Russian troops are attacking Ukraine from 3 directions: north, south and east. Moscow is now in full control of some parts of Ukraine's territory. Russian forces arrived near the outskirts of Kyiv on Friday, but met strong resistance. They have yet to advance into the centre of the capital. A video posted by Bucha City Council shows burned-out military vehicles smouldering on the streets near Kyiv. Footage released on social media by the chief commander of Ukraine's armed forces appeared to show a Russian missile system being destroyed by a drone. As the invasion enters day 5, a spokesperson for the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces said Russia has slowed their offensive after suffering heavy losses.
Frequent cases of desertion and disobedience were noted. The enemy understood that propaganda and the reality are different. The occupiers are afraid of us. Ukraine's defenders continue to maintain a stable defense.
Slava Ukraini!
Russia's defense ministry said its forces have hit over 1,000 Ukrainian military infrastructure facilities. The spokesman didn't disclose Russia's death toll, but said it's lower than that of the Ukrainian armed forces.
The Russian military took full control over towns of Berdyansk and Enokoda. It also fully controls and defends the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The power plant staff continues its duty in a routine mode.
In Kyiv, residents are emerging from their homes, shelters or metro stations after a weekend-long curfew. One resident said the last 2 days were very hard, and it's the first time she and her dog have ventured out.
We are stuck in our flat with a dog. I couldn't even walk out with him. There was a lot of sound of bombing. My parents are in another district. I'm always with them on the phone. And it's quite disturbing because I'm not with them and couldn't reach them. Just all day sitting at home and reading what is going on.
Another resident said he planned to escape to Poland, but changed his mind. He returned to Kyiv and wants to join a local defense unit.
No, I'm not really afraid. I believe the world is on our side, and we were attacked. It's not our aggression, so I believe we did nothing wrong and we only defend ourselves.
Kyiv authorities warned residents that they would see tank traps and other defensive installations in the streets as the city prepares for further battle. A brewery in western Ukraine has switched from making beer to producing Molotov cocktail bombs to fight off Russian forces. People are filling the bottles that have labels featuring Vladimir Putin. United Nations Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet said at least 100 civilians in Ukraine have been killed since last Thursday, with a further 300 injured. She said the real figure is thought to be much higher, and most of the civilians were killed by explosive weapons with a wide impact area, including shelling from heavy artillery and multi-launch rocket systems. Earl Rhodes, NTD News.